Good morning. It is day 47 on the PCT. I didn't show you guys this yesterday, but the door to this one is open, and it is non-functional. But you can see up there, it still has power. And another thing I discovered this morning is why it's probably not a great idea to camp under windmills is that there is pieces of this windmill on the ground here. And that came from that tip right there. So, yeah, I probably won't camp under any more windmills. So anyway, 6 miles to the road into town. I'm looking forward to this Nearo. So let's go see what we can see. Kind of cool. You can see the open door on the tower where I was staying last night. Tis a mighty fine bridge, though kind of pointless when they could have just had us walk on the road right there for 20 feet. It's 3.4 miles to the road. It's about 100 feet of ascent and 1,000 feet of descent. So I think I can make it by the bus time. Now there's the road, and that bridge right there is where the bus will come. If I miss the bus, I can still call a trail angel and beg for a ride. That side rail there is kind of slid down a bit since the last time I was here. Still a really sturdy bridge. I do love a good bridge. Alright, now we have a 1.4 mile road walk to the bridge, and then just chill and hope the bus stops because the transit center isn't answering right now. Well, I made it to the bus stop, and I think I did something foolish in that about a mile back, a couple stopped and asked if I needed a ride, and I said, well, I'm trying to do continuous footsteps, so I'm gonna go up to the bridge before going into town. And yeah, now I'm thinking that was really dumb. I did thank them for the offer, but now I got about 40 minutes or so to wait for the bus. There's a cooler here with some stuff in it, which is kind of cool. Nothing to eat or drink, but still pretty cool. A trail angel dropped some people off and gave me a ride into town to the hotel, but my luck ran out as far as the getting to check in early, and they were like, we were fully booked last night and we can't let you in till 3 p.m. So now I've got 6 hours to kill or so I think I'm going to head on down to the Burger King and get second breakfast and sit and do some editing. Well, dang. Looks like the Burger King is closed down. which makes me sad because last time I was here I had to wait, and they were really nice about letting me just hang out in there on their comfy couch. The hotel has a little laundry machine set up, but I thought since I had time to kill, I might come over here and do it, but they do not have a bathroom to change in, so I guess I won't be doing that. I decided to get some lunch at the Primo Burger next to the laundromat. It looks pretty good. Alright, I got new shoes and I got a home sweet home for the next 38 hours or so. So excuse me while I take the world's longest shower. This is what 566 miles of trail looks like on a pair of Ultras. And honestly, they are not as bad as they used to be. My Ultras got so torn up on the Appalachian Trail. I'm pretty impressed with them nowadays. Walking down to the barbecue place. I'm not actually particularly hungry right now, but it seems a shame to miss an opportunity for town food. Well, it looks pretty good. They actually asked me to check and make sure everything was there before I walked out, and I thought I did, but I did not get any utensils, and I did not get any butter for my baked potato, which is gonna be a little interesting dry. Good morning. It is day 48 on the PCT. It is a 0 day, which means it's a mad dash to try to do all my chores. I got my laundry done bright and early this morning, and I washed my tent body and hung it up to dry. Still have to do the fly, and I got my new shoes on, and I am headed to Wally World for resupply. So the bad thing, or good thing, was that I had enough snacks left over for this next section. Good thing is I didn't have to buy them. Bad thing is I carried all that weight for nothing. So for dinner, I just got 4 of these, and then for lunches, I got different tuna salads, and complete cookies for breakfast. I've been loving these things. Fritos, coffee, M&Ms, tortillas, just the basic stuff again. Well, a hiker had told me about a Chinese buffet here in town, and when I looked it up, I realized it was on the wrong side of Walmart from where I am by a good ways. And I decided that, one, I didn't want to walk back to the Walmart and past, and two, buffets and me are not a good idea because I tend to overdo it. But then when I was laying out my resupply, I realized that I had forgotten to buy electrolyte tabs. So I had to go back to Walmart. So since I had to go back to Walmart, I walked another half mile that way to the Chinese buffet. But I was good. I had 2 plates and quit at that. So hopefully I'll still be able to hike in the morning. So this is, pretty typical for me of a gear explosion when I get to the room and I'm trying to dry things out and get everything cleaned. I can't imagine how these guys that are doing it 4 to a room are doing it. seems like hell to me, but I'm a big old fat introvert. That's about it for the end of another boring Nearo and Zero. Got 2 or 3 hours to relax before bedtime, and then I'll be headed out to the trail in the morning. Thanks for watching. I appreciate y'all.